I hear a very loud noise out of nowhere. It's thunder, and it sounded like it was right near my house. My heart just starts beating fast. I can't control it. Rain is hitting the earth rapidly. Sounds like another thunderstrike's about to come. What if our house gets hit? What if we're gonna be homeless? What are we gonna do then? What's gonna happen to my Xbox? Nothing happens. No more thunder. My Xbox is still safe. And I just feel embarrassed over how much I actually worried for nothing to actually happen. It's when I realized that the things I was worrying for most of the time never actually happened. Chances are something similar happened to you, where you just can't stop this perpetual worry over something that probably won't even happen, bro. And it's not entirely your fault. As soon as it sounds, it's not entirely your fault because our brain is it just cares about survival. So it's always gonna focus on negative, negative, negative. It just focuses on survival, bro. And the amygdala, I don't know what to say. It's this part of our brain that activates and puts us in a flight mode, stress mode, whatever. That's why you start feeling these anxious sensations like heart beating, and then you get these weird tingly sensations in your body, and your breath is getting, it's just weird. And that's the reason why we get anxious sensations. This part of our brain activates. Anxious thoughts just come flooding in. And if we don't interfere, they can get really bad, really out of hand. First thing, I want to break this belief of yours that you might have that worrying actually helps. Worrying doesn't help because when we actually worry, we actually lose the power to concentrate, stay focused, because our mind is going all over the place. Get this belief out of your head that worrying does anything for you, bro. Worrying does not help you, man. It actually makes things worse because you worry about things that won't even happen. They're unlikely as fuck. So I just wanted to get rid of that stupid ass belief you have. The first tip I want to give to you is actually wake up every morning and imagine you're living a new life, bro. Imagine you just died yesterday and tell yourself, if I take care of today, tomorrow will take care of itself. As long as I take care of today. You want to prepare for the future in the best way possible. It's important you do good for today. Live each day in bedtime. This way you're going to realize that you're going to be worrying way less about the past or future. Because you're waking up as a new person, bro. It's crazy. So if you're in a situation and something's pretty stressful, 3 steps you need to take. You need to actually ask yourself, what is the worst thing that can actually happen in the situation right now? What is the worst thing possible? Once you have vision the worst case scenario, you must accept it. And then you improve upon the worst thing that you have accepted. So let's say you got a really bad mark on a test, right? Okay, the worst thing happened, and I get a pretty shitty grade. And my parents are upset with me for a little bit. You accept that. And then how could you actually improve? Well, prepare better for the next test. That test isn't going to determine your entire mark. Prepare better for the next test. Do further study. This way, this is so much better than just worrying about, what if I don't get a good grade this year? My parents are going to beat my ass. The way you can actually properly emulate this. Create a list of tasks that you like to do. And imagine if you didn't complete these tasks today. You're visioning the worst case scenario. And then you accept it and you improve upon the worst case scenario where you don't get these tasks done. You actually improve upon it. You actually do the tasks you can do now. Yeah, worrying can actually mess up your calcium levels. It's pretty bad because that could cause tooth decay and all other problems. So it's really important for you to know that worrying is actually bad for your health, physically and mentally, bro. You're probably gonna start getting gray hair. You're gonna get wrinkles in your face. You're gonna get shitty skin. You're gonna have stomach problems, all because you're worrying too much, bro. Mind yourself that if you keep worrying, you will literally die younger, bro, and you will live a less fulfilling life. Remind yourself this every time you catch yourself worrying. Another technique I want to give to you is actually in a situation it's pretty stressful. You don't know what the fuck to do. Instead of just making the decision, first get the facts. The facts of the situation. Be pretty specific. Analyze them. Accept them. And then once you have analyzed them, written down all the facts, been pretty specific, actually take a decision. What a couple of actions you can actually take and do the best decision. And if you see the decision is working for you, continue it. If it's not, go for the second best option that you could do. And one mindset that could help you when you're doing this is pretend like you're arguing against yourself. This way, you're not really using emotions and being biased and all this shit. What am I worrying about? What can I do about it? Arrive at a decision, done. So as you saw with me, I was worrying about if thunder was gonna strike my house and all this shit. But really, I should have asked myself, what are the chances of that thing even happening, bro? 17 of my years, 16, 17 years I've lived. I've never seen that happen. That has never happened. But here I am worrying about it. This thing is probably negative 50% chance to actually happen, bro. I'm fucking worried about it like crazy, bro. I think I'm gonna lose my Xbox and all this shit. The chance of thunder hitting my house and getting homeless is so remarkably low. And once you actually ask yourself, what are the chances this thing happening? Most of the time, it's gonna be pretty fucking low. Maybe you're worrying about approaching a girl or something and you think she's gonna slap you in the face. The chances of that happening are remarkably low. And we just might end up worrying about something like that. I mean, as long as you don't approach a degenerate girl, it's not going to happen. And most of the time, my worries, I don't know if you realize, but my worries have come from imagining what if questions. Most of the time, what if questions are absolutely stupid. So whenever they pop in your mind, just say, whatever, bro. The chances of that happening are shit. Whatever, bro. The worst case scenario is this, blah, blah, blah. One of the techniques I told you. Be mindful of these what if thoughts because they come in all the time. I'm worrying and stress, bro. My mind's a piece of shit. Another important question you ask yourself is, how important is this thing that I'm worrying about? How important is this thing to me? You know, a lot of the times, our worries aren't that important. I'm not saying they aren't. Sometimes they really are. A lot of the times they aren't, bro. They're so little and stupid, bro. They really aren't important to us, man. So ask yourself this question. You see that your worry is complete bullshit. Right now, if you're a person that struggles with looking in the past and catastrophizing and ruminating about it, one simple thing I can tell you right now is just analyze and accept your past mistakes. See how you could actually profit from them. See how they have actually blessed you or are trying to bless you instead of ruminating on it all the time. Try that instead, man. As most of the time, we aren't hurt by what actually happens. It's our opinion of it. It's how we choose to see it. So you really need to change how you see a lot of things that happen to you. How can I please someone every day? And it doesn't mean that you become a people pleaser. How could you authentically please somebody that isn't like out of fear or that you're not just doing it so they like you? How could you actually help somebody? You know, this is an important question to ask because now you're focusing on other people instead of yourself all the time. It's gonna help you if you're worrying, man. I really hope this video helped you, bro. Because my mission is to help make men stronger. So we don't have to give into any addictions or become that weaker version of ourselves ever again. No, I don't want that to happen again. That's why I made this video. And truly hope it helped you, man. Only you can see the light.